By the end of this video, you're gonna know step by step how to find winning products for your dropshipping store completely for free. You don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on expensive paid tools. You don't need to spend hours of your time researching. All you need to do is follow the simple 5-step process that I have outlined in this video to find your next winning product. Before we get started, you have to actually know what a winning product looks like, because how can you look for something that you don't even know what it looks like yourself? So there's really 6 criteria that I look for when I'm trying to find a winning product, and it has to check each one of these 6 boxes that I'm about to tell you. Number 1 is the product has to solve a problem. I know there's a lot of people out there that will just sell any random gadget or little cute toy that they find as a little dropshipping product. I'm not a huge fan of that. I like selling real products that solve real problems. The second piece of criteria is the product has to have good margins. So for example, if I find a product on AliExpress that I want to sell myself, and let's say it's $15 on AliExpress, I have to sell that product for a minimum of $45 in order for the margins to make sense. Because I can tell you firsthand from experience, if you don't have margin in mind when you're actually researching products, you're going to actually sell a product that's successful and then realize that you can't make any profit off of it because you're selling it for such a low price. Don't make that mistake. You have to check this box before you start selling the product. The third piece of criteria is the product has to be lightweight. I don't want to ship products like refrigerators and car parts and like this table. It's just going to cost me a fortune in shipping costs and eat into my margins even more. I want to ship something that I can fit basically in a shoebox in an ideal world. Something that size or smaller is the perfect product for you to sell. Number 4, the product has to be evergreen. This is a way to say that the product sells year round. This isn't a product that has seasons. If you sell a product, for example, that is a beach toy, there's a very clear season when people are going to be buying that product, and it's not in the winter. It only peaks in the summer. So I want to have a product that is active and that has an active market 365 days out of the year. No dips, no fluctuations. There's already so many fluctuations you have to deal with anyways when you're running paid ads. I don't want to add another variable on top of that. The 5th piece of criteria that I personally look for is the product has to be validated. And what I mean by this is the product that I want to sell has to be selling for a competitor at the volume of at least $300,000 to $500,000 per month. If they're selling anything less than that monthly volume, that is not a product that I personally want to sell myself. I'm not a fan of finding products that aren't currently selling right now and trying to sell those. That's not what I do. That's not my philosophy and never has been. I like finding products that are already selling for people and then simply differentiating myself. Because again, you want to keep the variables as low as possible. So if you find a product that's already proven to sell, you can remove another variable out of the equation of your success. The 6th piece of criteria is the product has to have the potential for good upsells. Are there products that are similar to the one that I'm selling that I can also sell and have the opportunity to upsell my existing customers for additional products? So if I was selling a pair of glasses, specifically the blue light blocking glasses, and somebody buys that product, the perfect cross-sell opportunity there is to sell the case with the glasses. I always want to begin with the end in mind. I don't want to find a product that sells first and then try to work upsells around it. I want to know from day one what I'm going to be upselling and cross-selling to people so that I can envision the business being successful before I even start it. Now let's get into the 5 steps to find your first winning product. So step number 1 is to pick a niche. I always love to say you should always sell what's called hard outcomes. And this typically comes down to most people just wanting 3 things. They want more money, more sex, and they want to lose weight. Most of human desire can be boiled down into those 3 things. So ideally, the product that you are selling is getting people one of those 3 things. Some niches that I recommend that you just can't go wrong because they're really red oceans. There's just so many hungry buyers in these markets. It would be niches like skincare, pain relief, hair care. Basically anything within health and beauty is a phenomenal market to be in. The pet niche is a great niche. And the last one I would recommend, and this would be like very much so at the bottom, but you can sell kitchen related products. That would be the last thing I would sell. So start from the top down. Typically people are just more responsive to pain in general. You notice the first few ones that I listed off there are associated with pain. It could be like back pain, neck pain, any type of physical pain that people have, but it also could be like emotional pain. That's why skincare is like a multi-billion-dollar industry every single year. That's why hair care is also a multi-billion-dollar industry every single year. And if you pick a niche like skincare, think about it, that already crosses off a bunch of the criteria that I told you earlier. It's already lightweight, it's already evergreen, it's definitely validated, there's a lot of upsell potential, and it solves a problem. The only thing you really have to answer is what are the margins on that product. But typically with beauty, it's still very great. Again, this is just more reason why the beauty niche is just a fantastic niche to be in. But I digress. Step number 2, now we need to create the burner accounts. A burner account across 3 different profiles. You want to create a burner account on Facebook, a burner account on TikTok, and a burner account on Google. And if you don't know what a burner account means, all I mean is you open up an additional account that you only use specifically for the purpose of market research. You're not going to go doom scroll on these other profiles. The reason why you need to do this, and this is by far the best method, it's better than any paid method out there, is simply because most marketers, which is you watching this video right now, have a very poor understanding of the people that they're actually marketing to. And one of the best ways to really understand the thoughts and the emotions and the psychological desires that people have is simply to step into their shoes. Act as if you were the one on Facebook scrolling through. Act as if you were the one on TikTok scrolling through. And you're gonna have a pretty good feel as if you were the customer that you're going after regarding the products that they're most responsive to. That's why I think this is the most underrated method of all time. Step number 3, now we have to train the algorithm. Once you have the burner accounts created, you wanna go to your account, let's say it's on Facebook, and search for hashtags that are associated with the niche that you picked. So for example, let's say we're in skincare, don't overthink it, just search hashtag skincare. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna find the pages that are most associated with skincare. For example, for this particular niche, it could be brands like CeraVe, Curology, Sephora, etc. And I'm literally going to follow these pages. And once I'm following the page, I actually want to show them that I'm engaging with their content. So I'm gonna find the top 10 posts for, let's say, Sephora. I'm gonna like it, and I'm gonna go to the top right of that post and save it. And this is just telling Facebook what I'm interested in on the burner account. I wanna act as if I am the person that's about to buy a skincare product. So you wanna do this for at least 5 to 10 different pages related to your niche, and do the exact same process on TikTok. You wanna be liking, you wanna be following, you wanna be clicking on links relating to skincare, everything that you can do to tell Facebook that you're the type of person that buys skincare products, you should do. Just repeat it over and over again. Refresh, repeat, refresh, repeat. Step number 4, find an ad that has at least 10,000 likes and 5,000 shares. So go to the Facebook homepage and just start scrolling until you see an ad relating to skincare. It may take a few times, but every time you do see an ad that's relating to skincare, you want to like it, you want to go to the top right and save the post, and you want to take it further. You want to click on the link and actually go to this ad's website. And once you're here, yes, you're going to take it even further. You're going to add the product to cart. Then you're going to initiate checkout. You're going to go as far as you possibly can. If you want to take it a step further, you can even buy from some of these competitors. Buy from the best ads that you see personally, partially as a way just to understand the type of person that you're really going after, but also just to tell Facebook that you are an active, engaged shopper on their platform. Because what's going to happen when you do that? You get even better ads. What you're looking for during this process is to find an ad for a product with 10,000 likes and at least 5,000 shares. So I really look for this 2-to-1 ratio in terms of likes to shares. And the reason why is because the likes just tells us that, yeah, they're spending a lot of money on ads, but the shares tells me that this is a viral worthy product. If they only had 10% of the shares compared to likes, this would just tell me that it's not a product that people consider very viral. It doesn't really have that it factor, the X factor that I'm really looking for in a big winning product. So after you find an ad with this product that has at least 10,000 likes and 5,000 shares, and it checks all the boxes above with criteria, now we can move on to the most important step in this process, which is called the validation process. All I mean by validation is you want hard proof that this product is actually selling at scale. And again, I define scale as at least $300,000 to $500,000 per month in revenue. And I'll show you how to kind of calculate that in just one second. Number 1, my favorite way to validate a product is simply the organic search volume. So you can use an extension like Keywords Everywhere and just search for the exact product or the term relating to your product on Google using that extension, and it'll actually tell you how many people are searching for that specific term every single month. The minimum you're looking for is at least 30,000 searches. Anything less than that is not validated. My second way to validate the product is using Google Trends along with a software called Glimpse. Same process as before. You want to go to trends.google.com and type in the terms relating to your specific product and zoom out as far as possible, at least 5 years. And what you're looking for here is you want to see a chart that is both increasing but is also steady. You don't want to see something that's like exploding, because for everything that goes up, it has to come back down. You want to see steady, consistent growth and steady and consistent demand. The third way to validate a product is to use another extension called SimilarWeb. What I want to do here is find the number 1 competitor in the space, ideally the ad that I originally clicked on in the previous step, and open that in a new tab and open the SimilarWeb extension. I want to see this competitor is getting at least 300,000 to 400,000 visitors per month for me to say that yes, this is actually validated. So I'm going to tell you right now, If you find a product using this free method, it checks all the boxes in terms of the criteria. You open the burner accounts, you find the ad, and you validate it. I know this is a lot of work, but it's a lot of work for a reason. It's free, and not only is it free, but it's the best way to actually prove that this product is selling. The biggest mistake I see so many people make in e-commerce is they start selling a product that has zero validation behind it whatsoever. They're trying to create demand in the market. That's not the way that you make money. You make money by channeling existing demand. Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't try to be new and unique. Just use what's proven to work. Use the demand that already exists for you. All right. And so at this point, you should have a product that checks all the boxes. It solves a problem. It has those initial criteria that I told you. It's validated. Everything about this product is telling you that it's a winner. Now you got to actually test it. Now you got to throw up some paid ads or test it on organic TikTok posts, whatever your method of traffic is. Now is where the fun begins. Most people think that the reason they're not successful yet is because they just didn't pick the right product. The truth is it all comes down to how you test the product and actually having a really good feedback loop with a mentor, with a coach to tell you exactly where you're going right and exactly where you're going wrong. And I saw this happen to so many people where they were so dead set on this new winning product that they put all this research into and they're like, this is the one. Then they would test it on paid ads and they would just end up losing money. So that's actually why me and my partner, Alex Fedotoff, we built Brand Builders Academy to actually assign you with e-commerce coaches that are running their own successful brands, literally to hold your hand and to show you step by step how to get to $1,000 a day in sales. So if that's something you're interested in, just hit that first link in the description and apply for that right now. Other than that, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more content like this, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with all your ecom friends, and I'll see you in the next one.